Yeah, you've seen people in business for about 30 years, 25 years, 50 years. And then you see someone coming into the same business, and in 5 years, the person becomes super successful. And sometimes it might just be that it may not necessarily mean that the person came into the business with more money or more connection or more knowledge, but primarily because the person came into the business with a new mindset, a different mindset. You see, the thing about everything we do in this life originates with the kind of mindset we have. The mindset we have will determine how far we can go in anything we do. It will determine how much we can achieve. It will determine how far we can go. It will determine how much we can get. So it is very important for us to look around, look inward sometimes to be able to ask ourselves, what kind of mindsets do we have? We may be facing some challenges in our businesses, in our relationship, in anything we're going through right now, and we have not looked at the kind of mindset that we had that made us come into the kind of situation we find ourselves into. Because for us to be able to experience new things in our lives, new realities in our lives, we need to practically change our personality. We have to assume new personality. And for that to happen, we have to change the way we think, the way we see things, the way we reason. And in changing those things, in changing the way we see things, the way we reason, we will begin to we'll begin to see things differently. We begin to respond to things differently. And so things will begin to change. That's the only way it can happen. For us to be able to experience new things in our lives, new realities, begin to have a change in our businesses, begin to have a change in our relationship, begin to experience new things in our relationship, we must begin to look inwards and ask ourselves and think about the things we've been thinking about. Think about the things we've been thinking about. That's where to start from. We sit back and think about our thoughts. How did we get here? What kind of thoughts do we entertain on daily basis? When we wake up, what are the things we think about? What are the actions we take? And sometimes we look at the actions we take, it will determine, it will give us an insight of the kind of thoughts that we had. We begin to look at those thoughts, look at those actions, and they will give us a clue to the kind of thoughts that we're having, or the kind of thoughts that get us into the position, into the situation, into the environment, into the personality or the personal experiences we're having right now. So I think sometimes we have to look at our actions and ask ourselves, because most of the actions we take on daily basis is not determined by our conscious thoughts. It's determined by unconscious thoughts, our subconscious thoughts. So by the time we look at those things, then we will begin to think about the things we think about. Look at those thoughts. Look at the things that has been fueling those actions, and then begin to change them. Begin to change them little by little. And then as we do that, we begin to see things begin to change in our lives and our situations. And then we'll embrace the change that we truly desire. And we'll begin to have it. God bless you. I'll talk to you some other time.